Good morning, you guys. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, y'all. How's it going? If you saw my announcement, you saw I said it's giving big cup energy this morning. That's what I need. Good morning. Good morning. Can you believe it's April? Good morning, Yaya Roth. Good morning. She's so precious. Can y'all believe it's April? Like this, it's crazy. That is crazy. But it is. But it is. And we do have a topic for today. The sun is going in and out, so I'm going to be playing with these blinds so it doesn't look like I'm in a closet talking to you. I feel like this is the first time I've seen the sun in, I don't even know the last time the sun was shining. It's been so dreary. Um, the last actually feels like 2 weeks. But all is good. And it's April. I don't have my contacts in. I got my glasses on, so I'm making sure I typed it right. I actually am going straight to the eye doctor when I finish this because I'm completely out of contacts. Good morning, Nidella. Good morning. I was just saying, I can't believe it's April. Like the first half of the year is already the first quarter, I'm sorry, is already done. Good morning, Esme Milan. Yes, TGIF, even though in entrepreneur world, we just say day. It's just day. The only day of the week I am fully sure of is Sunday. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning, Vivian. Name of one of my favorite aunts. Um, as well as a cousin, because in my family we recycle names. so, so now that the first quarter of the year is gone, before we get to our topic of the day, I just want to do a check-in. I realized in kind of reviewing topics over the last 3 months, we started off with New Year, New Vibe, and well, I had some goals that I needed to set, basically get back on track, mostly with my fitness regimen. Oh, S. Malone, your birthday was April 1st and you're still celebrating? Honey, you can celebrate all month. You can celebrate all year if you want to, because every year is what? A gift. So happy birthday, our sister. I hope you have a blessed year. I hope you had an amazing day celebrating yourself. Absolutely, absolutely. So happy birthday. Blessings. Good morning, Sister Girl Chronicles. So you guys were checking in. She's like, yeah, celebrating, celebrating all week. We're checking in. How are you guys doing on, the first quarter of the year has passed. How you guys doing on New Year, New Vibe? I know I gained over the last 6 weeks. Okay, the sun is going in and out, so I'm going to constantly be adjusting these. I had to get back on the fitness track. I just fell off the wagon. I went from 4 times a week to barely once a week, and I don't normally get on the scale, but I knew I had gained a weight. So I had to get back on it. I am up to 3 times a week. So I'm getting back on track. I've lost a few of those pounds I gained, not all of them, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good that, I got back on track. The hardest part was changing my routine from evening workout to a morning. And honestly, that's been the biggest struggle, waking up that extra hour, but it's working. It's working. So how you guys doing? Are you guys getting back on track with your new year? Oh, you got birthday wishes coming in from Sheila S. Malone. So you guys feeling good, got back on track with your new year, new vibe. And then as you guys are thinking about that, I'm going to put today's topic in the chat. It's not a new topic. It's a topic that we, not just the Maison 276 community, but just women in general talk about this. Can't wait for your, oh, thank you, Carolyn. She can't wait for our products at Walmart. Girl, when I tell you, I am checking every day to see if they're on the shelves. I am, it's literally should just be days though. It should literally be days. They're not going to all hit at the same time, but yeah, just literally days. And Vivian says, yes, she's getting back on track. That's awesome to hear. Pauline says she's getting back on track. That's right. There's no judgment zone. It's just like good, better, or best. Just holding ourselves just a little bit accountable. And as much as I don't like the scale she held me accountable. And here's the thing, when you work from home, you can go long stretches of time without putting regular clothes on, right? So jeans that are baggy, athleisure wear, which is pretty much all spandex. So, it can creep up on you, and then you get ready to go somewhere and you put something on and you're just like, what had happened? So that's what happened with me. That's what had happened with me. So the scale held me accountable. But today's topic, y'all, is knowing what you know now. What would you tell your 30-year-old self? I know we could all probably write a book, but I would love for y'all to just drop that in the chat, because here's the thing. While many women in the Maison 276 community are 45 plus, 50 plus, I'm 60 plus, but we do have many younger people in our community, and they look to us for inspiration and guidance, knowing whether you know it or not. That wasn't really my intent. It was for creating the community for us. But what I'm finding is that other younger ladies actually find value in the information and the chats that we have. So, Carolyn says she's pushing to get those 100 steps in every day except Sunday. Yeah, that's the one day I don't work out. It is. Good morning, Marcia from Maryland. So as I'm typing it in, today's topic, I'll repeat it. What would you tell your 30-year-old self? What advice would you give her? Ooh, good. Ooh, yes. Right off the bat. That's it, Sheila. Sheila says, start saving for retirement now. Because we really are spending in our 20s and 30s. We're so excited to have money that we're just not even thinking about it. And that is, something that when each of our children started, jobs after college, it was like, get the 401k, get all the things that the employer is providing, get all your matching, whatever they're doing, you make sure, you're maxed out so they can max their matching. Absolutely. That is great. Great advice. Today's topic, what would you tell your 30-year-old self? I know you guys got lots of gems. Oh, I love this. Sean Unleash said she would tell her 30-year-old self, job well done. And you know what? Thank you, Sean, for dropping that, because I think a lot of times, and I'm just going to be transparent, when I think about what I would tell my 30-year-old self, oftentimes it is corrective behavior, like do this, do that. And rarely it's you did a great job. And honestly, at 30, there were some things I could congratulate myself on. So thank you for dropping that. We're not doing all the wrong things when we're 30. So thank you. Absolutely. A lot of financial advice. Keep an emergency fund. And experts say 6 months, but I mean, yeah, absolutely. Carolyn, and if you guys sharing with me, I'm going to share it. I wish I had stayed in college and got my master's, but now retired and I'm okay. Not great, but okay. Well, thank you for that transparency. You know what? I actually agree with that. And that's actually one thing that I also would have done. Absolutely. It's so much easier to just, you kind of feel like you're tired of school, but truth is it's so much easier to just keep on going and, for lack of a better phrase, get it over with. So great advice. Good morning, Deneen. Good morning. Deneen, we are talking about, the topic today is, what would you tell your 30-year-old self? We've got a lot of financial advice. Sister Girl Chronicles, I would save and invest money, follow your passion. The grind to the top isn't worth your health. Well, yep, that'll preach too. And I will say this, I feel like, I think about my own kids who are fully adult, and I do think they had a better sense not of grinding towards something that you feel passionate about, not just grinding for the sake of grinding. And I feel like even early in their adult life, they were very focused on, what is the thing that I want to do? Like, not doing the thing that's easy or doing the thing that's, everybody else says you should do, but grinding towards your own purpose. These are great. Oh, these are great. If you just hopping on, y'all, today's topic is, what would you tell your 30-year-old self? It's, the sun is going in and out. So sometimes it's dark and sometimes it's sunshiny. Ooh, this is good, Sheila. Don't spend time with people who don't treat you well. Ooh, this is good. Y'all, ooh, this is good. This is good, good. Vivian says, you will have success and you will have failure, right? But don't be discouraged by the failure. Failure can be an opportunity to reevaluate, learn, and move forward. Oh, I put the water right there because I know you want to fill your water bottle. That's when you're doing live in the kitchen. Other people actually need to get in the kitchen sometime. My husband's trying to fill his water bottle, and I did it before 9 so he could get it on the table. But if he wants to open the refrigerator, that's fine. I mean, it's the kitchen. People got to use the equipment, the appliances. Okay. So if you just hopped on, y'all, our topic for today is, what would you tell your 30-year-old self? And you guys are really dropping gems. Literally every single thing in the comment could be a book. Stephanie, good morning, Stephanie. She would move out of state for better opportunity. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. Also, when you're live, your family forgets you're live. And my sister just called me. I thought I had it on silent. She would move out of state for better opportunity in her career sooner rather than late in her 40s. Yeah, sometimes, I think there's a season for everything, and sometimes there is a season for moving on, even when it's scary. Absolutely. What y'all talking about? Oh my goodness, so many gems. Yaya Roth, I would tell myself, confidence is key. If we failed at a goal, pick yourself up and keep on building. Nadella, I would tell my younger self to embrace and celebrate your strengths, be unapologetically confident, and always know you are enough. Absolutely. I think oftentimes there's a lot of shrinking that women do, that we do to fit into somebody else's whatever. And a lot of the comments that I am seeing, be confident, be unapologetically confident. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, I think Nelson Mandela said this, there are no failures, only lessons. And I think when you embrace that, the failures, like, we can learn from everything. And sometimes the failures are much better lessons than the successes. Thank you for sharing, S. Malone. She said 30 was a bad year for her. A lot of transition, all in the same year. But she would tell herself that it ain't over. The best is yet to come. Absolutely. Absolutely. You built a lot of muscle and fortitude for, like, with every one of those. Like, and you built some muscles that you probably wouldn't have built with success. And while, of course, it was painful, that last phrase, the best is yet to come. So I appreciate you for sharing that, my sister. I do, because I know that comment was for you, but you put that out there really for someone else to know it's not over. So I appreciate you so much for doing that. Real life is happening doing your live. Oh, you, yes, yes, Sister Girl Chronicle, absolutely. Real life is happening for sure. Renee, save money. It's a lot of financial. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's true. It's never too late to start saving, but I think many of us can attest to the fact that we should have started sooner. And not just saving, investing, and doing it strategically, right? With a purpose. Absolutely. Good morning, Martha. I will tell myself to develop healthy habits and start learning about money. Every other comment, y'all, is about money. Every other comment. So 20, 30-year-olds, even 40-year-olds, if you're listening to this, I hope you are, because many of these comments are coming from women that are 50 and 60 plus. And so you can still start. You can start now. It's never too late to start. Save more money. Absolutely. Pauline says, be patient. Yeah. Yep. When we're 20 and 30, we want like microwave life. Just fast, everything now. Absolutely. Patience is a virtue. Invest in home ownership early. Yep. Real estate. Basically, that's what you're saying. You would invest in real estate. I remember my grandfather said, as it relates to purchasing property, one thing they're not making more of is land. Like, we can build a lot of stuff, but there's no more land. The land is the land. Do not be afraid to invest in yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Deneen, I would tell my 30-year-old self to allow God to direct her steps, travel more, pursue her PhD, exercise regularly, and plan for retirement. 20, 30, 40-year-olds, I hope y'all are listening out there. Oh, now, so S. Malone's giving us an update when she said the best is yet to come. That baby is in college, soon to be a tax-paying adult off your payroll. She has a senior position. She bought a home. She got married. Yes, trust God. Yes. So thank you for not just saying the best is yet to come, but putting that in real words and giving people the facts, like your best. Absolutely. Congratulations. Absolutely. People need to know, like, the hard time is not the end. It's difficult. Yes. Yes, it's difficult. Absolutely. But you're building those muscles to survive. Focus on protein and weight train to be healthier. Yes, in the later years. But you can still do those things now. If you got movement in your limbs, you can still do those things now. Absolutely. You know what I said last week? Walking is free. Walking is free. You got to get some good shoes. Don't be out here in bargain basement athletic shoes. But walking is free. And now that the weather is getting better, get out there and walk. if not your neighborhood, your local school. Just walk around. If your school doesn't have a track, walk around the playground. Just, yeah, get out there and move those limbs. S. Malone, I want you to know the sisters are celebrating with you. So thank you for sharing, not just saying the best is yet to come, but putting words to that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. If you're just joining us, today's topic is, and I'll put it back up there. What would you tell your 30-year-old self? We have gotten so many gems. So if you're just hopping on, I highly recommend that you watch this later on YouTube when I upload it. Because I've put all of the comments in the chat and put them on the screen. Very, very, gems, just gems. So I appreciate y'all for being transparent, for not just sharing the successes, but sharing the struggles and how you overcame that, and real advice that you would tell your 30-year-old self that still applies to someone else's, that's 30 or even 20 now. And truth be told, we should be teaching kids about money before they even leave home, while they're in junior, when they're very young. And now they actually have resources, and there are books that actually help children learn about money, even what we consider complicated, the concepts of investment and compounding interest. Like, there are books now written for kids at every stage. So if your children are adult, but if you have grandkids or if there are young kids in your life, I would highly recommend gifting them that, because they probably have as many toys as they need. Thank you. I do too. I love this community too, S. Malone. I do. I do. So today's topic, y'all. Oh, CE Upshaw, who is my sister, says she just saw a 90-year-old graduate from high school and apply for college. It's never too late. Absolutely. To everyone who said, I I I wish I got my master's, or I wish I got my PhD. Like, there's no birthday, like there's no expiration date for college applications. And to her point, every year at graduation, which is coming up now, you will see social media flooded with images of people in their 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond, either graduating from high school, graduating from college, or getting advanced degrees. I think it is just such great motivation and just proof that it is absolutely never, never too late. Never too late to invest in yourself. A lot of the comments have focused on, I would say 90% of the comments had some mention of financial health, which says a lot, which says a lot. So you guys, if you're just joining us, today's topic, what would you tell your 30-year-old self? A lot about financial management, a lot about savings and investing, investing in property, continuing your education, being fit and eating healthy, investing in yourself, not wasting your time with people who don't treat you well. Those are life lessons, not just for 30-year-olds, but those are lessons that many of us can implement now in our life. Sean says she feels for the 30 or 40-year-old now, the cost of things are so high. So to continue to try to, high. The cost of things is very high. The cost of living is high, and it is hard to save. But I feel like if you can take it before you get it, right? Like, if you can allocate that before you get that check, that is the best possible way. So whether it's your employer who has a savings or investment plan, or if you're self-employed, having a certain amount of money taken out and put into an investment type of account. Like your banker can help you set those things up, because it's easier to do it before you get your money, right? It's easier to do it that way. Absolutely. CE Upshaw says, don't let someone else tell you what you can't do. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think so many times when we're younger, we shrink ourselves to make other people comfortable. We listen to other people tell us what we can and cannot do. And we waste a lot of time realizing that those things will never help us reach our potential. And, I think each of us has some example, especially those of us who are, 40, 50, 60 plus, can point to many examples in our lives when we did that and it did not serve us well. It did not serve us well. So if that's one thing, legacy that I can leave, not just for my daughter, but for future daughters, the young women that are in their 20s and 30s, do not spend your time and waste your time shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love the gems. Good morning, Celebrate the Gray. Good morning, Butterfly DST. Thank you guys for joining us. And you are more than welcome to hop into the conversation. Today's topic is, what would you tell your 30-year-old self? We've gotten so much advice, just gems. So I would highly recommend that you go back and watch the full episode after it's uploaded on YouTube. A lot of advice around financial planning, saving, investing for your future, investing in yourself, not shrinking yourself for other people, eating healthy, exercising, buying property, continuing your advanced degrees. All great advice. Great advice. Good morning, PV Bolt. I wonder if that means pretty. A lot of be patient. Don't be defined by your failures. Absolutely. Absolutely. And don't be afraid to take risk. I think that was one of the things that I feel like I learned later in life, is that it's okay to take risk. Like there's no fail-proof, foolproof anything. Even when you think you're taking the safest, most secure route, even that can be fraught with, trials, setbacks, failures. So if the safe route can do that, certainly, doing something that you're passionate about, that really gets your juices flowing, that really, that really allows you to be your authentic self. Like that's what I would have done sooner. I love this, Christina. I love this. And this is, Christina, this is on topic to a lot of what the community has been saying all morning. Christina says to speak up. Absolutely. Depending on your age, I don't say how old you are, girls should be seen and not heard. No, not so much. Not so much. To speak up. Absolutely. 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 I love this community. I love all of these great comments. So we're going to be wrapping up in a minute. If you're just joining us, our topic for today is, what would you tell your 30-year-old self? And Christina, I think unless somebody else drops another gem to speak up, that's where we're going to close it out today. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I just love this community so much because you guys are willing to share, and not just share the highs, but also the lows. And I think that's what makes any community strong, because we all learn from each other. We all learn from each other. Oh, Deneen says she would also cherish every moment with her parents and listen to their good advice and wisdom. Life is short. It really is. And I would say the older we get, the more mature we get, the more seasoned, the more vintage, whatever word you want to use. That's really when you realize how short it truly is. Really. I'm sure each of us, can think about a time 30 years ago. If you're 40 or 50, can think about a time 30 years ago that feels like yesterday. I mean, it literally does. And which to me is just really an indication of how fast life is, and just learning to slow down. And that is something that I am trying to do now, which is really difficult as an entrepreneur at this particular stage of my entrepreneurial journey, because it's like all gas, no brakes. But I do have to find those slivers of time to slow down. And for me, that has been that waking up 1 hour early to work out. I've actually incorporated, before I work out, a meditation time. And that's my slow down time, like really, really. So I wake up earlier so I can have that slow down time and not feel rushed. I know that might sound really weird, but um, yeah, so that's what I've had to train myself to do at this particular stage in my life, because life is moving so fast, literally all gas, no brakes. I hope that made sense. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm going back to Christina. What would you tell your 30-year-old self? Speak up. And some of us can still learn that today. You guys have a great weekend. It's March Madness. It's basketball season. I haven't talked about it. I'm a huge basketball fan. Our Houston Cougars are in the Final Four again. I believe this is the sixth time in our school's history that we've been to the Final Four. Several times when I was in college, we never won the big game. We never won the championship. We got to the championship game a couple of times, did not win it. This year is going to be our year. That's why I'm wearing red today. Go Cougs. We'll see next Friday what happens. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see you guys next weekend. Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.